right, folks, so I've arrived here in Gary, Indiana at my shipper, T&B Tubing. And when you pull in, they have a phone number posted on the sign out there. They want you to check in via phone, which I did, and they said they don't have a pickup number for me today. So I had to call in. I'm on hold with the Maverick folks. They're searching, trying to investigate the pickup number. So hopefully they come up with something good since I'm already here. So, you know, it happens sometimes, very infrequently, but it does happen. Anyway, I'll let you know. All right, folks. Well, after waiting about 20 minutes, they sent me another pickup number, and I've called back into the shipping office, which is kind of a confusing operation, but he did find the new pickup number and told me to pull up to door 4 and hang on. I've never been to this place, so I don't know how it works. But door 4 is just here to the left. So that's where we are for now. So steel tubing, I don't know how big. Sometimes steel tubing is a pretty large load, but it could be small steel tubing. You never know. But so it'll probably be, you know, straps and tarps. Don't really know what I'm getting. I don't see any product sitting around anywhere, so I don't know what we're getting. All right, more when I know something. All right, guys, they want me to stay out of the way while they're loading, but it looks like I'm getting bundles of about, you know, steel round tubing that's about maybe 10 feet long. I'll try to show you a shot of it. Can't really see much right there, but it looks like they're loading it in maybe 4 sections, and it's going to be double stacked. I'm just not sure if it's going to be 2 identical layers or what, but let me see if I can get a, maybe you can see part of what they've loaded back there. But and I don't know if I'll be strapping or tarping in here or if they'll have me pull outside. Probably in here, unless there's other trucks coming in, which I'm the only one here at the moment. But you can see they got some square tubing over there, back there. This is all round stuff. This kind of looks like what I'm hauling right here. But anyway, that's what I can show you for now. All right, guys, so I climbed out of the truck here, still staying out of the way, but trying to get a look at the load. They got, it's 4 sections, linear sections, and the lower section has 5 bundles in it. So there's 20 on the bottom, and it looks like they're gonna be, let's see, 16 on the top. So that'll give me 36 bundles on the load, if my math is correct. So I'm thinking I'm gonna need, let's see, 3 straps over each section. So probably 12 straps. And then I'll need to put a canvas tarp over the front and the rear edges to keep the tarp from tearing. And then I can probably cover this with my two 4-foot tarps, hopefully. If they don't put another layer on there, which I don't think they are, I should be able to cover it with the two 4-foot vinyl tarps. So, all right, that's what I got. Okay, guys, I came out that door after I got loaded, and this is the back of the building where you just pull out, and they let me strap inside, but had to pull out here to tarp. And I meant to get a shot before I got the tarps on, but you know, I was already in the middle of tarping when I remembered that. So I'll try to get you a shot when I'm unloading. But basically we got 4 sections of 10-foot product stacked too high, except for right here we got a third short stack of kind of a rectangular or square tubing. So I got 3 straps over each section, so 12 straps. And I used all 3 of my canvas tarps, you know, to cover up the ends of the tubing because they're very sharp. This, especially this big tarp here, I used 1 lumber tarp in the front and 1 small 4-foot tarp in the back. And this big tarp is a piece of junk. You know, I've never used this tarp, but it's a piece of junk. Hope it doesn't rain. This one, not quite so bad. So there's what we got. Going to Walker, Louisiana. So what I have to do now is drive around to the front of the building and get my shipping paperwork, send in my leaving shipper, and heading south. All right, guys, so trying to get out of the South Chicago area. On I-80 West, about to get on 57 South. You know, this is a pretty good trip. I'd never been to either one of those places, but they were both pretty easy to get to and close together. I thought that place in Gary, the tube place, might be kind of rough getting into, but it wasn't. Not too bad at all to get in and out of this area so easily. It's usually a little harder, you know, depending on the time of day. So basically we're gonna hit 57 South here and go south. Again, we're going to Walker, Louisiana with this load, which, you know, when I briefly looked at my GPS earlier, it's kind of down in the Baton Rouge area. It's like an 884-mile trip, as I remember. About almost 15 hours of drive time. So, you know, I mean, it's, let's see what time it is. It's about 11:20 a.m. right now. And, you know, so I'll probably drive up to about, I don't know, darkness. I don't like to drive in the evening if I don't have to. I like to get shut down by dark. I thought that truck was wanting to get over, but he didn't. All right, so heading south. I just heard him talking on the radio about I guess it was the Chicago Cubs that had a game last night. Baseball season was back in action and they were playing in the snow. I sure didn't expect to see any snow when I left Arkansas, but I mean, it did snow pretty hard there for a while, but you know, it didn't cause any issues. It didn't stick to anything. It had been warm enough that it wasn't a problem. Didn't accumulate at all. Just snowy and windy and cold. But you know, that area where I delivered last night, and then especially this morning when I went up to Gary, you know, if you look that up on a map, it's just south of one of the Great Lakes right there, just east of Chicago. I guess it's Lake Michigan. So, you know, get a lot of wind and a lot of crazy weather. All right, guys, more on down the road. All right, everybody. Just stopped here at the Flying J in Effingham, Illinois. Fueled up. Got me a hot, clean shower. Back on the road. We're gonna get back on 57 South. I kind of figured out that I'm gonna try to stop on 55 at a truck parking area there on 55 South, kind of between Blytheville and Osceola, Arkansas. That way I won't have to mess with Memphis, and you know, I got enough time to get there, so there should be parking there. It's a pretty big truck parking area. There should be some parking there. So I went ahead and stopped and got a shower. And got the rest of my drive time. I headed back to my clock. Alright. So this is where you have to either go on 57 or 70. You get on 70, you head towards St. Louis. 57, you head towards Southern Illinois. Memphis. Alright, well, I'll see you on down the road. Oh, can you see that gigantic white cross over to the left side? Can't miss it. I don't know if it'll show up in the camera frame, but you know, you see those around. There's a couple of them, 2 or 3. Can't think of where the other ones are, but pretty cool. Alright, I just wanted to show you